Hey everyone, so I'm back and I'm back with a reading about dams. And the reason why we're reading on dams today is because when I did my last reading and we got a reading on the grid that has been put over us energetically to keep us scrambled, somebody had asked me, would the dams have anything to do with their grid, right? Because when you're talking about gridding, you know that certain shapes, okay, so if you are a crystal, if you work with crystals and you grid your house, you know that certain shapes, when you're gridding your house for protection and high vibrations, certain shapes really help connect to the grid. They help that energy flow. You know what I mean? So you do things all particularly to create a high vibration. We do, anyways, right? And then there are things that you'd want to correct, right? So you wouldn't want the energy of water flowing into your bedroom. So that's something that you would want to tame that energy. You'd want to tame the energy of the water because you wouldn't want the water, the constant motion. You wouldn't want constant motion in your bedroom because that could affect um, your relationship from being solid, right? If the energy is in constant motion rather than being like solid and together. Is this making sense to you? So when she asked about the dams, I thought that, or he did, I can't remember who asked actually, but I thought that was a really good question. Good piece of this because water creates a lot of energy. And so if they were damming it up in places that it might be beneficial actually for it to flow, or allowing the flow of water in places that it would be beneficial to dam it up. I mean, let's get a story on that, right? Makes sense to read on it because, energy is energy, and water in flow and in motion creates a particular type of energy. So the first thing I needed to do, though, to begin with, was I needed a story on the original Tell Me the Truth About Dams when they were originally created. So representing the question, we got this high priestess, right? And so that's a balancing card. So that would let me know that, because we're asking about water and stuff, that would let me know that there were places that the water was fine and doing fine and not creating a problem at all, but other places that it was, right? And so in the places that it was above that, it would literally like end the journey for people. They'd have to like pick up their sticks and move on. So I think we're talking about flooding, right? Seasonal flooding or whatever. So, across from that, in order to move people out of this troubled water where their journey was actually ending, people had to work together and figure out a solution. So the solution is, here we have this water, right? So the solution is, let's try something new. Let's do something very healing. So they came together. They came together and they worked together to create a healing situation. So healing for the land, because the land was suffering and people would literally have to pick up and move their journey right away from certain parts of the land, move them right out of troubled water, right? So healing for people and healing for the land. But if you think about it, also healing for the water. Here we've got the Knight of Cups, right? You've got this little stream coming through. So think about when a flood happens. So if something floods out, it drowns out the land, it damages the plant life, but any aquatic life that's in there at the moment, once that dries back up, they're going to die. So it doesn't benefit the aquatic life either to be in this flooded out area. So they created these dams to stop this flooding, to help the land, to help the people, and to help the aquatic life. And then I asked, just give me some confirmation on that. And I got the Ace of Pentacles, which is earthly pleasures. So yes, it helped balance things out. It really did help balance things out and create a better way of doing things. So I said, all right, so that's good. So dams originally were created to help the land, help the aquatic life, and help people. They were created to do the best thing, right? So I said, can you give me a story around dams today? So we know why they were created. Now, can you give me a story around dams today? So dams today are causing discomfort. So some of the dams that we have today are creating discomfort, okay? And a lot of discomfort. If you look, this little lobster is not comfortable out of water at all. So it's secret, though. They don't want you to know what they're doing with these dams. It's in secret because it's with the moon. It's meant to create some discomfort. It's strategic. If you look, they think it's funny. They love their strategies that they're winning because it's causing this discomfort. See how uncomfortable and sad these people are? See how uncomfortable this little lobster is? So it's creating discomfort within the aquatic life and also for people, okay? It's a strategy. It is an energetic thing, so it's technology. They use in particular technology with these dams to create a strategically discomfort, just like with the energy grid, strategically creating a discomfort and a low vibration and scrambling our frequencies. But even worse here, really, because, well, I don't know if it's even worse because God only knows what they're, we know what they've done with that energy grid is all been to make us not well. So, but it's saying here that it's to even cause death. So I imagine that some of these dams literally are causing death to the aquatic life because of the strategies that they're using and the energy that they're using, causing some death. So not good. I mean, so some dams in this world are good because they were created to be good, and so therefore they are good. But now there's a whole thing with there are secrets and strategies being done energetically with these dams that create discomfort and death. I would say probably for the aquatic life, right? Maybe even for us, I don't know, but I would definitely say death for the aquatic life. So when I asked who was doing this, I got the systems card, which is the Hierophant. It's the systems. So for me, that would be, your government, your cabal, the bad guys, systems that don't have our best interest at heart, right? So then I said, okay, so now I know that they're using some of these dams to create discomfort and even death. But they were created for good reason. Can you tell me the story behind what will happen in the future with these dams? So this is quite a story, okay? So the devil is right at the top here, the chains that bind, right? But down at the bottom here, we have temperance, which is alchemizing everything. And then all this work going on in between, okay? So we have this chains that bind card right at the top. That's what this is all about, scrambling those frequencies. But temperance down here, alchemizing everything. So she's alchemizing things. She's shifting things. She's creating a different vibration, right? The vibration that she's creating is meant to enlighten, right? It is breaking an entirely new ground. It's doing the work. It's lots of work going in that creates those celebrations. There's a lot of different things that they're doing in breaking this new ground that is breaking these chains that bind. So they're breaking those chains that bind. They're pulling in more light. They're alchemizing things and they're enlightening people. So, these things will come to pass when all the secrets and the nasty little secrets come out. Things will be fixed. Things are already being fixed. Higher vibrations and higher frequencies are coming in. So these days are going to come to pass. So then I asked, can you just leave us with a little bit of information, just some insight as we come into this month of May, give us a story that you think that we can benefit from hearing. So what I got was, there's going to be secrets coming out. You get that moon right there. Secrets are going to come out. People may not like the way they sound. They may not like hearing them. They may not even want to look at them. They're not going to want to look at the good stuff about it at all. Many people will feel betrayed. They're going to feel bitten. But the secrets that come out here in the near future are actually meant to be very healing, okay? and to actually help heal those earthly pleasures. We've got 2 earthly pleasure healing cards. We've got our Empress, who is the earth healer. She's wonderful. And we've got, the 7 of Pentacles, where she's out there literally mending those earthly pleasures, okay? So it might not feel great to some people. They may not want to hear it. They may not want to look at it. They will feel betrayed or whatever, a little bitten. But it's meant to be very healing. And it looks like, some people will be seeing clearly for the first time. So really being able to see things clearly for the first time. So this is the energy that we've got coming in as we come into the month of May. So I don't know if real news is going to hit the TVs or if this is for everybody. But secrets are going to come out. They're going to be hard to hear. They're going to be hard to see. People will feel betrayed. But it's meant to be very healing, you guys. Very healing. And we will see things clearly for the first time ever. Very well could be, you guys, this very well could be what's getting us ready to prep us for those tribunals that come in. If you think about it, the secrets that come out, that people are going to be, it's going to be hard for people to hear. They're not going to want to look. They're going to feel betrayed. But it's actually going to be very healing to help us see things clearly for the first time. So that's the energy of the month, that I would say the month of May. Here we are, May 2nd. So that's the energy for this month of May that the universe wanted to leave us with. And know that these chains that bind, right? These chains that have bound us, these nasty frequencies that have been being used, these chains that bind, people have come together, they've worked together to create celebrations. They've used a lot of different tools and skills. They've worked hard. They're bringing in light. They're breaking new ground. And they're alchemizing things, you guys, okay? So that's what's happening with these dams that haven't been good. The dams were created to be good. And they have been manipulated to create, strategically manipulated to create vibrations that make people uncomfortable, little animals uncomfortable, the aquatic life uncomfortable, possibly even cross these things over and kill them, causes death, the discomfort, right? And it's been strategic, and they're doing it energetically. And yes, with this straight sword, part of the grid, part of what's powering their grid to keep us all uncomfortable. And yeah, the cabal did it. And then that's what we were left with, that secrets are going to come out that people aren't going to want to hear. They're not going to want to look at. They're going to feel betrayed, but it's meant to be incredibly healing, and we'll be seeing things clearly for the first time, you guys. So I hope that you took a little value from this reading. Sorry I haven't been around. I haven't been feeling good, but I will be back. I'll be back. There's more questions that I'll be back on reading on. And until then, you guys, take good care of yourselves. I'm sending you all so much love and so many blessings from me to all of you. All right. Bye.